The two most dominant tribes in the west region of Cameroon, the Bamileke and Bamoun, have somewhat particular traditional and cultural practices. There are multitudes of festivals and traditional ceremonies in the west region, which have encouraged the local culture to use masks, costumes for dancing and to practice traditional rites. Life here is stepped up by traditional and religious burial ceremonies, which take place mainly during the dry season. While the Bamileke are particularly celebrated carvers in wood, ivory, and horn, the Bamoun on the other hand are masters of dance and mask festivals. The one thing they do share in common though, which is of interest in our tour of the West region in this episode, is they both practice ritual purification at the very heart of a waterfall called La Shida Meche. In our last episode of Travel with Dr. Awah's touring the West region of Cameroon, our team experienced nature beneath the revered black lava emitting Mount Babet. We are now eager to discover one of the sacred places where ritual cleansing and purification is done in the West region. Come tour with us. This is Travel with Dr. Awah, and we are touring the West region of Cameroon with you.
We are right here at the Waterfall of Meche, where we shall be seeing the historic waterfall and experiencing some of the Bamileke culture. Oh wow! I can see over there the people are already singing and excited. I don't know what's going on in there. I just can't wait for us to get in there and have you guys see a little, or give you guys so much of an insight of the Bamileke culture.
When we say Waterfall of Meche, Meche is in mother tongue. Meche in fact means waterfall. Here is the entry of the Waterfall of Meche. Okay, and you must see that here we offer a lot of sacrifices, because that's the main place where people come in order to find God, alright, to find solution to their problem. We have two sites here. We have the first one, rivers helps us to visit the waterfall, and after we must come here to visit that small place, because for the moment we have some sacrificators over there that are offering sacrifice. The time for us to finish here and go to visit this place.
As we arrive at the waterfall, our guide explains that lots of totems and sacrifices like salt, red oil and palm wine are being offered to the water god. This has been the culture of the Bamileke tribe for centuries. I am a seer, so here is at the foot of the waterfall. We come here to make sacrifices. Spiritually, there are people here. So in dreams, we are told to come here. For example, I came here today for washing, because the chief here called me for ritual washing. This water helps a great deal, even those who are troubled, evil people troubling you, witchcraft and all the bad things, you can come here. This water from this waterfall can help you a lot, even from evil spirits when you try to sleep and you can't. We just sprinkle the water from this waterfall on you. The site is quite a stunner. You get the natural feeling of being surrounded by years of ancient, untampered civilization. According to legend, the Meche Falls has held its reputation from the colonial era. During the period of independence between 1955 and 1967, some Cameroonian nationalists were thrown down here by the French army and loyalist forces. The locals even say it is a place of sacrifices to remove the curse and mourn the dead. We left the Meche Falls satisfied with the view, the history, and quite frankly, the spookiness, but only to find out there was even a big adventure of a similar sort. Lake Baling. Still in Bafoussam, in the Baling community, we came across Lake Baling, better known as the City of Sacrifices. Now, you might think I'm bluffing, but I'm not when I say this lake has existed for over 2 million years now.
Welcome to the historic Baling Lake here in the western region of Cameroon. Actually, I've heard a lot about this lake. I actually heard it's one of the most beautiful lakes in Cameroon, and why not West and Central Africa. It's going to be an amazing experience. I was so excited when I heard about this place, and I'm happy that today I'll be taking you guys around this beautiful natural lake.
Lake Baling, also called Lake Sabichi, is a crater lake formed following a volcanic eruption dating back several thousands of years. Located at an altitude of 1,374 meters in the peri-urban space of the agglomeration of Bafoussam. It was formed by the escarpments of the massive gneissic Baling Babi. The lake, which occupies the bottom of the crater over a length of 400 meters, is located at the heart of the Baling chieftaincy. As a traditional shrine, it has been included in the National Heritage List as an item of intangible cultural heritage since 2020. When you get to Lake Baling, it's like magic happens, as the sun rays strike the glittering surface of the lake, with trees flanking on either side. The waters look so green and beautiful to behold. Here, the inhabitants, who are also the Bamileke and some Bamoun, pray and offer lots of sacrifices to the water god. Yep, that's right, another water god myth. Sadly, we were not told his name, but maybe if we were, he could haunt you in your dreams. Never mind, just kidding.
People they come for here to make a sacrifice.
People come here to do sacrifices. When you want to plead for God's help, you come here, bringing food for people to eat. Then you can kill goats and roast them in the fire so people can eat. So you can plead with God for a request and He will answer you. That's what we can see here. Because people come here from far and wide just to get here. Indigents of this village come here freely because it is their village. But foreigners who come visiting, they have to be granted permission from the chief's palace to come here, to do whatever you like. Whether for a tour or a sacrifice you want to do, you must be granted access. First from the palace, then you can be free to visit.
Then they give you okay.
All strangers can make their prayer and do sacrifices. The lake receives all her children. There is no distinction. You can offer just groundnuts or even color or your words to pray. A very interesting feature is the vessels used for transport here are not the same as the regular vessels used elsewhere. They are made with bamboo, built with empty containers fitted at the underpart of the rods, which helps in flotation. This vessel is called rado instead of a traditional canoe.
It's an amazing experience, very nice weather. I'm actually having fun. We are going to be boarding this vessel. It's the first time I'm going to be entering this vessel, and it's called Rado. Well, this is an amazing experience. Actually, it's my very first experience actually paddling a vessel like this. It's made up of bamboos and some water or some gallons beneath that suspends the vessel and makes it to pull.
As our drone hovers the lake and our team, the beauty of Lake Baling screams louder than the fearful thoughts of crocodiles and alligators which could pop up from the lake. I just like thinking loud. Anyway, the main economic activities here are farming and fishing. One thing is certain, if you catch a fish here, every local around would think you were blessed by the water god.
Look at this. We have a little tilapia fish here. Actually, the main activity over here is fishing and farming. That's what they do for a living for the most part. This is so beautiful. It's still alive, and I've been informed that if I throw it into the water, it's still going to continue its life. It can stay out of the water for about 10 minutes before it actually dies. Wow. Like you can see, it's still alive, still shaking, still struggling for survival.
And so our adventure at Shida Meche and Lake Baling summed up in one word: amazing. In our next episode, you surely won't want to miss touring with us through the Chinese vegetable cultivation. Thanks for touring with us, and until next, it's been Travel with Dr. Awah, and we are touring the west region of Cameroon with you.
Pourquoi ne pas te louer?
Pourquoi ne pas te louer?
Pourquoi ne pas te louer? Pourquoi ne pas te louer?